before she disappeared, Kelly traversed the northern part of the state with her guitar in hand, even stopping to play here.
The Sheriff's Department saying they had never responded to any calls here at the home, and a representative for Child Protective Services saying it wasn't on their radar either. It's an investigation that has spanned 4 states and includes work by more than a dozen law enforcement agencies.
A lot of trees that are just snapped in half. You can see some of the destruction behind me. Crews are on scene right now on the side of I-10.
The desolate desert area behind me is just south of the rest center here at Cactus City, right near the intersection of Orange Avenue in Tallahassee. An aggravated assault. Tallahassee police confirming to WCTV that a person was doused in gasoline and lit on fire. The president playing both sides tonight, urging the importance of winning these Georgia Senate races while also maintaining his unsubstantiated claims of voter fraud in the Peach State. Supervisor of Operations Tiant D. Wentz says that includes a new $300,000 golf cart path, as well as an entirely new fleet of golf carts to put that path to use. Also, 2 new pump stations for full irrigation of the greens. A glimpse into the lives of the people who live in these properties through the missing walls. Sadly, this is the sight that we're seeing all along both sides of the coast here. Well, Ben, the driver of that vehicle, a 44-year-old woman from Havana, was taken here to TMH with minor injuries, but luckily no one was inside the home when the vehicle hit.
My first thought was, oh my God.
It was not what Stephanie Tarazi was expecting to see Tuesday afternoon.
Driving down the highway, a vehicle was a couple car lengths in front of me.
When the truck in front of her jumped the road, took out a couple of utility poles, and headed straight for a mobile home.
At this time, all we know is the vehicle made impact with the trailer. It looks like it moved at approximately 15 feet.
The collision so impactful, both the vehicle and the home went up in flames.
It's a real shock.
Homeowner Jerry Popple was on his way home from work.
Phone call after phone call on the way home.
Flames already out when he arrived.
When I got here, this is what I see.
Have you been able to look inside?
Yes.
What's it like?
It's just like a disaster, a tornado or something that'll come through.
FHP says the cause of the accident is under investigation, but it appears the driver never hit the brakes. Witnesses say that driver was pulled from the vehicle by Good Samaritans and taken away in an ambulance. This, the second time Popple lost belongings to a house fire.
I just don't know what to say.
He says it happened before in the 1970s. Now Popple picking up what's left of his life again.
Come home, then you see this, and then you got to pick up your pieces.
And unfortunately, Popple says he does not have homeowners insurance. His family has started a fundraiser on Facebook. I'll put a link to that on our website later tonight. That can be found at WCTV.tv. For now, reporting live in Tallahassee, Katie Kaplan, WCTV Eyewitness News. Brooke, Chris at news conference giving us more insight into the background of the family that resided in the home behind me. The Sheriff's Department saying they had never responded to any calls here at the home, and a representative for Child Protective Services saying it wasn't on their radar either.
Just before 6 o'clock in the morning, a 17-year-old girl called 911 from a deactivated cell phone and reported that her siblings were being held against their will, and some were chained. Deputies responding to the home in the 100 block of Muirwoods Road, where they learned the girl had escaped through a window, bringing with her photographic evidence of what was happening inside. Deputies, when they arrived inside the house, they noticed that the children were malnourished. It was very dirty, and the conditions were horrific. 13 children, ages 2 to 29, at least 3 found shackled to furniture. An investigation revealing the family had previously lived in Marietta and Texas, moving to Paris in 2014. The children taught inside of the home. The Riverside County Sheriff's Department saying at least one of the parents seemed to be surprised they were there. I can't get into the specific details of the conversation, but it seemed that the mother was perplexed as to why we were at that residence. Medical professionals who have cared for the victim say the situation is unlike anything they have seen, describing their staff as horrified.
I think they're stable and safe, and we want to respect their privacy. They've gone through a very traumatic ordeal. I can tell you that they're very friendly, they're very cooperative, and I believe that they're hopeful that life will get better for them after this event.
56-year-old David Allen Turpin and his wife, 49-year-old Louise Ann Turpin, now held on suspicion of committing multiple acts of torture and child abuse. And this still is an open investigation. Once it is completed, the findings will be submitted to the DA's office. The DA telling us that charges could be filed as early as Thursday afternoon. Coming up tonight at 6:30, we'll take a look at the condition of the children that were living in the home as they are tonight. And we also want to mention the Sheriff's Department is warning the public about a fraudulent GoFundMe page that has been set up. They say there's currently no legitimate GoFundMe page associated with this case. Once there is one, of course, we'll be sure to have it posted on our website, cbslocal2.com. For now, we're live in Paris. Katie Widener, CBS Local 2 News.
Katie, if you can clarify something, I think some of our viewers may be wondering. I mean, the age of these children, 2 to 29, but as far as we know so far, all of these were the birth children of this couple. Is that accurate as you know it right now?
That is accurate, Chris. During that news conference today, the Sheriff's Department did say, as far as they know, all the children, all 13 of them, are biological children of the two suspects. Of course, we'll go more into their background, as I mentioned, coming up tonight at 6:30.
What a story. Thank you, Katie.